Good morning, everyone. It is 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. Welcome back to CW Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here. And, of course, you know, our friends at Stivers Ford Lincoln, always downright proud to salute great organizations here in town, Jackie.
That's right. And we want to remind you, 'tis the holiday season where we ask people to give back to those in need. And we're going to give you a great opportunity to do so this morning. So we brought in some great friends of ours, John Robinson and Eileen Bogus from the dmarc Food Pantry. So let's talk about the food pantry itself and the new things that are along with it this year and how we can definitely be giving back this time of year.
Well, I'm the director of the Urbandale Food Pantry, and we opened 8 years ago. And a lot of times back then, people said, "Well, there's no hunger in the
That's
right.
one of the first
in
things
the
people
suburbs."
think about.
Yeah, they're like, "Why is there hunger in Urbandale?" Well, in fact, we have served in our graph. Last year Thanksgiving we served 500 families during the month of November. This year we served close to 900 families.
Wow. 900 in Urbandale,
in
the
Urbandale
location.
And we did open up our pantries. We're now serving all of Des Moines, but most of our clients come from Urbandale and Windsor Heights.
Okay.
Wow. Didn't really, look at the graph
Well,
here.
it's one of those things, you think the economy is getting better and things are just improving, and you don't think that numbers like that would be going up.
And
right
most of our clients are working.
Right.
They're either disabled and can't work, or they're working and they're just not making enough money. They're just not being paid a living wage. And they don't
Really?
want to use a food pantry, but they just have to.
Yeah, you want to make sure you can feed yourself and your families. All right. Well, let's look on another food pantry we have.
Right.
Well,
Well, the numbers that Eileen was referring to are similar network wide. We actually have 12 brick and mortar food pantries in addition, 11 other ones in addition to Urbandale, and a mobile food pantry on top of that. So the numbers across the board have gone up. November was the largest month in dmarc's 40-year history of serving the community. We had over 7,000 families that we served, about 7,500 families that we served during the month of November, and that was up 18% from the previous year.
And you said you started 40 years ago.
Yeah, the dmarc Food Pantry as an initiative started 40 years ago.
And where did that first one start off at?
The first one, well, the location I'm not exactly sure of. The warehouse we had been working out of just up until 2 years ago was built in 1986.
Okay.
So the food pantry as an initiative started in 76. The first warehouse that we had was built in 86, and we've been doing it ever since then.
Wow.
and continuing to grow, and something we
Yes.
talked about that's brand new this year is the truck.
Oh yeah, the truck. Well, this isn't exactly modeled after our mobile food pantry.
But it gets the message across.
There we go.
There's our mobile food pantry that you're seeing on the screen right now. That initiative started in July.
Right.
Thanks to our partnership with Partnership for Hunger-Free Polk County. We are able now to get into the community, into neighborhoods that are underserved, and reach clients that may have never been to a food pantry before, maybe due to transportation issues or what have you.
Or maybe some people that just didn't realize what a food pantry had to offer.
Exactly.
Have you had that happen very often or not, where people walk in and they said they're amazed at what you guys have?
Yeah, and they are. And one of the things that we've kind of moved towards in the last few years is the choice model, where people going to the food pantry can actually, it's like going to the grocery store. They actually have, they realize that they have options. They can choose what foods they want.
And like you
off
said,
the shelf.
Eileen, some people are just, high-spirited people, and they don't want to feel like they have to rely on a food pantry,
Right.
and
Anybody
maybe
ever
don't want to make
comes
that
in
first step.
And usually the first time they come in, a lot of people cry, and I say, "Have you ever given before?" And they're like, "Oh, I used to give all the time." And then I'd say, "Well, then this is your time to receive, and whenever you can give, you need to give again, because that's how it works. If we don't have people that when they can give, don't, then there may not be pantries for them when they do need it."
Right.
Because it's all just, you never know what's going to happen in life. That I could be on this side of the desk one day, and I could be on the other side of the desk another day.
And speaking of, if you have the ability to give, we're asking, please give at this time.
Yes, please. And year-round, people aren't just hungry at Thanksgiving. or
Right. We always
Christmas.
think of it. It is true. We always
Because
think of this
people
during the
overbuy,
holidays.
yeah. Yes.
You're cold. You
Right.
you're like, I want to give back. It's the holiday season. But this is an issue that's year-round.
That's what
Yeah.
I always say to students. When they come in and do tours, I say, "How many do you think will be hungry in August?" And they're all like, raise their hand. I'm like, "Yes, hunger is year-round. You must eat every day."
All right, so what's the easiest way that people can participate and help out the food bank?
Donate food items. I know dmarc appreciates cash donations because
Yep.
they can buy a lot more with $1 than what an average citizen can do.
Yes.
And there's a fun way of doing it.
Yes. Well, I first want to say I should mention this. This is the Red Barrel. This is a program that I coordinate. But the Red Barrel is probably the most visible element of dmarc, and we have red barrels in 30 of our grocery stores all across the greater Des Moines area, and people have seen it before. It usually sits up at the front of the store. If you can donate a couple items while you shop, and if everybody did that, we wouldn't ever have a problem with with not having enough food donations. So just look for the red barrel when you go out shopping, and when you're shopping through the aisles, put a couple extra items in the cart, and on your way out, drop them in the red barrel.
Can you be more specific? Because I feel like people maybe don't always know what to give. Like, you don't want to show up and have 1 million cans of corn or something like that.
Like, very valid point.
What are, and I know we've talked about there's some female products that you don't always think about that.
Yeah, hygiene
products are in need. So what are some specifics that if you could give at this time, what would you love to see?
Well, the basic concept people should have in mind is don't donate anything that you wouldn't eat yourself.
True.
We also encourage people to donate healthy items, low sodium, whole wheat products, low sugar items, things that are non-perishable, and cans obviously aren't always the healthiest option, but when you're donating to the Red Barrel, we have to have non-perishable items because we don't know how long they're going to sit in there.
Right.
We try and empty them out once a week, our volunteers.
That was my next question, how often do you come over and collect? So again, the items that you put in there, they will be brought in and people will be able to utilize them.
Yeah, usually within the span of a week. We have volunteers that go out and on a weekly basis and pick up the items from the different locations.
Now, are things like tuna fish and peanut butter and items like that, is that some of the things that you're looking for the most?
Absolutely. Proteins like peanut butter and tuna are probably our ones that we usually need the most of because it's expensive. Also cereals. Cereals are good, whole grain cereals. Vegetables, any kind of vegetables. But the protein items are really important.
It's just good to know because I think people want to help, but maybe they don't always think of what the best thing would be. So if you see the barrel, you know what to do there. But what are these little truck guys?
Well, these actually are both our little Red Barrel here is kind of a mini bank, but so is the truck here. This is our dmarc truck bank, and you can pick those up from our location down at 1435 Mulberry, and we hand them out during coin drives as well. Right now, First American Bank down on Southwest 9th Street has a few of these in stock. So if you're a customer there, you can get the trucks from there, or you can come to our location and get them there. They actually look like this.
You have to build them when you get there.
Yeah, so it's a little DIY project.
Give it to the kids, let them build a truck.
Here's a Christmas present.
Yeah, good for Christmas time. The kids love doing that. Here, I'm going to give that to you.
Oh, thank you. Actually, this is perfect because I always have loose change, and it can sit on a counter. It can get thrown in my car. Why not go to some
What a great idea.
People that could really use it because no one should go hungry ever, but it's really around the holidays as well. And if people want to donate specifically to Urbandale, how should they do that?
Personal care items are always greatly needed, especially diapers, larger size diapers. Kids tend to stay in the 4, 5s, and 6 and pull-ups for much longer than they do the size 1, 2, and 3s.
True.
So baby wipes, shampoo, toilet paper, personal care items are
toiletries.
Toiletries, yes. And so we give out that as well as the food at the Urbandale Food Pantry.
So Kleenex and toilet paper, that all
shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste.
Here we go. You can also go online and make a donation. Really easy to do. What a great organization you guys have put together, and this time of year just drawing attention to it. But again, it needs to happen all year long, doesn't it?
Yeah. Thank you for the great work you both are doing. And remember, folks, if you just donate a couple items every time you're shopping, we can really make a difference here in our community. Please keep that in mind.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. It is 19 minutes past 8 o'clock right now. Stick around. We'll be right back. This is CW Iowa Live in West Des Moines. The Cop Man with sports up next.